Hello everyone, this is the last part of the Oikawa ex-listener I Can Get Her on Wattpad. This isn't going to be a long intro, so I'm just going to get into it. This one gets kind of sad. You've been warned. What do you mean you can't come to the shops with us after school? Your best friend exclaimed as Wyan shoved her books in her locker. Sorry, but I'm gonna go see one of Oikawa's practice matches today, Wyan replied. Does he know you're coming to watch? Nope, I want to surprise him. Jeez. Fine, but you have to come tomorrow, okay? Your best friend said in a sigh. Have fun and see you tomorrow then. Bye, you too, he said. With that, the two parted ways, Wyan making her way to the gym secretly. Nice kill, Kunimi. Nice receive. One more. Screech! As the boys practiced, Wyan couldn't believe her eyes. Oikawa looks so hot when he's focused, Wyan thought to herself, as she watched the brunette setter set the ball to each of the spikers. Alright, time to pack it up. Hi, thanks, coach. The team began to pack up all their equipment. Wyan noticed Oikawa, along with a few other members, headed to the locker room, which, with excitement in her eyes, she quickly followed. In brackets, it says, she was excited about getting to talk to Oikawa, not the fact that they were probably changing. So, Oikawa-san, how's it going with Wyan? A male voice coming from the locker room asked, causing Wyan to stop in her tracks. She tiptoed a little closer to the room to hear what they were saying. Pretty good, a familiar guy replied, quite gleefully. So I guess it's true, the famous Oikawa really can get any girl he wants. Another voice chimed in. Wyan's stomach felt as though she had just been punched. Well, I guess, but she's actually... Well, I suppose since you won the bet... Flashback. Kinda a bad cover-up, Oikawa chuckled, eyes following the magazine as Yahaba stuffed it under his shirt. Why were you looking at school photos anyway? Well, Kinumi started. We were looking through pictures of all the girls and deciding which ones we'd like to date, you know. Well, anyways, we were just saying how nobody could really win Wyan's heart. I mean, she's so closed off and always ignores me. Well, I am the Oikawa Toru, and the most charming, handsome, amazing... I'll bet you couldn't make her say yes to one date. One date. Challenge accepted. Bet? Wyan couldn't believe her ears. It was all just some silly bet? Tears formed in her eyes as she ran out of the gym. Her heart felt twisted. Her mind was racing with thoughts and emotions. Uwaizumi's eyes followed the crying girl as she left, confused. He walked into the locker room to see what had happened. Hey, Trashikawa, Uwaizumi yelled. Huh? Iwa-chan, why do you always have to be so mean? The brunette whined. You seriously have to stop upsetting your fangirls like that, dumbass. What do you mean? I didn't say anything to any of them. Yeah, sure, whatever. Just hurry up and get changed. We're locking up now. Wyan spent the rest of the day in her room. She told her parents about what happened, and they agreed to let her stay home. Wyan stared at the wall, hugging her blue teddy bear Oikawa won for her. She wasn't really sure why she is still keeping it, but it made her feel better somehow. Buzz. Wyan felt her phone vibrate on the stand next to her. She tried to ignore it, but it buzzed again. Annoyed, she picked up her phone and saw there were 8 missed calls and 3 text messages. Wyan-chan, where are you? Are you okay? Are you sick? Wyan sighed and set her phone down. Almost immediately, her phone started to vibrate again. What do you want, Oikawa-san? Huh? San? Wyan-chan, where are you? Home. Are you okay? Leave me alone. Don't call this number again, jerk. I'm coming to your house. Before Ryan could say anything else, the phone hung up. She laid back down and sighed. A few moments later, she heard a knock on her door. Her parents were home, so she lazily got out of bed and walked to the door. Ryan-chan, what happened? The brunette exclaimed, worried. Ryan rubbed her eyes, ready to close the door. Go away, she replied, pushing the door closed, half asleep. Oikawa stopped the door before it shut and reopened it. Ryan-chan, what's wrong? It was all a bet, wasn't it? She groaned. Oikawa was frozen, still, as his eyes widened. Suddenly, he remembered. You seriously have to stop upsetting all your fangirls like that, dumbass. Ryan-chan, don't. You won the bet, just leave. Wait, the brunette exclaimed, holding the door open so she couldn't close it. Yes, it was a bet at the start, but I actually do really like you. Please let me explain. Go away, tears formed in her eyes as she slammed the door shut. All the pain in her stomach from yesterday reappeared in her stomach again. Oikawa also began to tear up. He did like her. No, he loved her. The boy stretched nervously as the tournament prepared itself for the match of Abajosai versus Karasuno. Ryan couldn't get Oikawa's final words out of her mind. The bet was to make you say yes to one date. If I really didn't care for you, it would. If I really didn't care for you, if it was all just a bet, I wouldn't have kept going. I would have broken up with you after the first date, but I didn't because I love you, Ryan. Ryan had to tell Oikawa how she felt. She needed to see him. She ran into the gym only to see the players starting. Ryan had no choice but to wait until after the match. Zoom. The famous cross-note quick of fortunately Abajosai's libero number 7 managed to receive it, allowing Oikawa to set it and Elizami to spike it. Ryan was amazed by their talents. She was so happy watching the play, and at the end, it was all Abajosai was victorious. Oikawa-san, Ryan yelled, running towards Oikawa. Ryan-chan, you came? The said male exclaimed, excitedly lifting Ryan in the air. You were amazing, she squealed, hugging his neck. I'm sorry, Oikawa. Oikawa sat her down and looked her in the eyes. I should be the one saying sorry, Ryan-chan. I messed up. Ryan shook her head with a slight smile. A tint of red made its way into Ryan's cheeks as she looked at him. Oikawa, I love you. Oikawa smiled, pulling her into a hug and kissed the top of her head. I love you too. That's the end. I'm sorry if it sounded like I was rushing through it, because I don't know, could be the anxiety. It's the anxiety for me, but I talk really fast, so sorry for that. But that was the last part. I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. Adios.